We are standing on holy ground, and I know that there are angels all around. Let us praise Jesus now. We are standing in His presence on holy ground. We are standing on holy ground, and I know that there are angels all around.
Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. My name is Brandon Hathaway. I preach at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky, and I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and we study the Word of God. I know I'm not terribly too late, but the reason I'm late is as we continue our study through Isaiah, there's a lot of times that I'm sitting there trying to make sure I'm interpreting what Isaiah is saying correctly, and so I'm trying to reread and look for other stuff to guide me in the right direction so that I'm guiding others in the right direction as we read through these things, and to make sure we properly apply the Word of God. So if ever you feel like you have some extra comments to add to it, please go ahead and make those in the comment sections, or you can always again reach out and let me know, especially if you feel that I'm misinterpreting something. But today we're in Isaiah chapter 23. Isaiah chapter 23, and we're going to look at verses 15 through 18. Isaiah 23 and verses 15 through 18. It says, "Now it shall come to pass in that day, Tyre will be forgotten 70 years according to the days of one king. In the end of the 70 years, it will happen to Tyre as in the song of the harlot. Take a harp, go about the city, you forgotten harlot. Make sweet melody, sing many songs, that you may be remembered. And it shall be that in the end of the 70 years that the Lord will deal with Tyre. She will return to her hire and commit fornication with all the kingdoms of the world on the face of the earth. Her gain and her pay be set apart for the Lord. It will not be treasured nor laid up, for her gain will be of those who dwell before the Lord to eat sufficiently and for fine clothing." And so, and like a lot of the passages through Isaiah, it's been a proclamation, a warning against certain cities, certain areas, nations that have done wrong, and God going to come up and punish them. And so here it brings out for 70 years that this people will be forgotten. And reading and trying to look at what exactly it's bringing out there. One point it says according to the days of the one king, and so it may not be a literal 70 years there, but the mindset of a lifetime, right? Lifetime, a lifetime that will pass by, that people will have forgotten this area, these people. And so nearly a whole lifetime, 70 years, the days of a king, that this will happen. But at the end of that, it says, it'll happen that Tyre as a song of the harlot. Take a harp about the city, you've forgotten harlot. And so in mindset of an older harlot that is no longer visited, no longer in the prime of her days, and that have been forgotten. And so they go forth and sing many songs in hopes to get people to remember and to remind herself of better days, better times when they were rich and great and glorious. And so So again, how bad we can sit and just focus on our past and focus on past things that had taken place. And so then the last two verses there, verses 17 and 18, are kind of interesting again because we're talking about a time in which they will kind of be destroyed and be forgotten for 70 years. And you're going through your memory of what things have happened, trying to get others to hear you out. And then you have verses 17 and 18, which says, at the end of the 70 years, the Lord will deal with Tyre, that she will return to her hire and commit fornication with all the kingdoms in the world in the face of the earth, and her gain and pay shall be set apart for the Lord. Trying to read up on that and read some other men's thoughts on this. So again, don't take me at it and don't take these words as necessarily, but it was bringing out the point that even as you go forth and we get into the New Testament, that this was an area in which, again, talks about the ships and at the beginning of the chapter and the sea. And so here's a place where cargo and passengers had gone through. And so a lot of trading had taken place. And so, and mindset of, again, it keeps using the mindset of harlotry here, but it also says in service of the Lord. And it brought out that, in one of the commentaries I was reading, that Paul also met brethren in this area and had done some work. And so possibly referencing to even that of speaking how the Lord would use this area and spreading the word in the New Testament times. So that's what I have for you this morning as we read Isaiah 23. And as I continue to study it, if I find some more interesting stuff, maybe I'll bring it back out and lay them out in the comments or something. So I appreciate you joining me. I enjoy doing these verses of the day because, again, we're able to just take time and look at one chapter and focus on that, and it's helping me, it's helping you. And that is my wife playing with the dog. She can get herself in trouble there. Anyways, I thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if the Lord is willing, I will talk to you